Okay, Zane. But yeah,
No,
something down in that foot heel area. But let's see how he's moving early. It's going to be a huge factor, obviously.
All right, here we go. Andrea Koop to serve to Tina Pisnik. Let's play pickleball. Zane may have been watching Tina Pisnik go down the line against Gabe Tardio.
And that's right, but let's be clear here. Slightly hobbled, not pinching the middle as hard as you normally would be. It's going to be a tougher spot for Pisnik to find.
Off the tape, and it stays in. So quick 2 points for Navratil and Koop. The winner is done playing mixed today. And they will get the winner of the other mixed semifinal, which will be played as the last match of the day. And early in this match, Navratil is already moving better than he did in their quarterfinal.
Yeah, it might not be 100%, but like night and day from what we saw yesterday, no question.
Second serve.
International team, Pisnik from Slovenia was a very decorated tennis player, top 30 in the world in women's doubles. That's no joke. And what a beautiful ATP from Pisnik right on cue, playing with the German Pat Smith.
Just patient mid-court play, and then just slides over to a right for a big ATP. Very nice job from Tina Pisnik.
A lot of heat on that one. We saw that from her last night as well. Really clobbers the ATP, but keeps it low and in the court. And that's a great take from Pat Smith in the middle.
Yeah, it's a shuffle step and then a big lunge, and you know he's about 6'1", 6'2", so when you have that wingspan and the ability of Pat Smith at the full stretch to still get elite power is a really nice tool for him.
We had that exact same look in the quarterfinal and couldn't finish there, but rally back to tie it at 2. Don Stanley, our head referee, is on the call for this one.
Second serve.
Nope.
Nope. You mean when we shake our heads, they can't hear it?
Yeah, that's right.
That was just a no-go zone all day long right there.
Oops.
Point.
Wow, nice job. Can't blame Pisnik for sitting heavy on the backhand, but the fact that Koop was able to get that across her body was very well struck from her.
And I don't think that's going wide, which is the margins you play with that shot, so well done.
And great read from Pat. Yeah. I mean, as soon as he hit the previous ball, he just assumed Koop was going to drive one up the line, and she certainly did. Tough break for him. He couldn't come up with it, but an incredible read.
Point.
There's that heavy forehand topspin roll that when Koop is on, that is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know why she's talking about her some issues mentally with her forehand dink. It's looking pretty strong early.
Tough break off the tape, and then it was just an ugly moment on the trampoline.
Yeah,
there.
That was good. She had the visor and the hair popped up. That was a very, you don't see Koop looking awkward too frequently, but that's what the let core does to these pro players.
2-5-1.
I don't know what Zane Navratil took, or if he took anything, but if he did, my goodness, it's working because he really looks spry out there, and not only the movement, but getting low and bending his knees more than yesterday.
just
Second
deep
serve.
for Pat Smith.
Yeah, and just haven't really got into too many heavy patterns
3-5-2.
yet, Dave. Some early misses and some early great shots as well.
Side out.
And that's one of those where you're hitting the fifth as you think maybe I should have called the return out on the third.
Yes, right. Yeah, I think so. He tried to give it a little fairy hop there and
Yes.
get it over, but couldn't do it.
Point.
So that's the third volley where Pat was moving and hasn't made it, so something to keep an eye on.
And Zane Navratil was straddling the center line, which is really important, kind of
6-3-1.
squeezing Pat, making him feel like he had a small window to hit into.
Second serve.
Be careful, Andrea. That's one over to the forehand side, now one over to the backhand side.
0 for 2.
0 for 2.
6-3-2.
But the mid-court drive worked.
Yes, yes, exactly. Nice job of thwarting the offensive attack from Koop again.
Yeah, the man's got heavy hands. He really does. He's always been
3-6-1.
a difficult player to attack.
And that is a forehand that has been used very well from Pat against teams where the guy is overcommitting to the middle. He's got enough pace to get it past him. So 4-6-1.
Yeah, and it's a small knock. Her game is phenomenal, but Koop does have some issues in mixed doubles, especially getting that return deep enough to be established at the kitchen line for her first volley. So Zane knows that, and he's going to try to protect her a little bit, and we'll kind of see that game within the game there, Dave.
That's why a deep serve can really set you up if you're on the other side. That's just pretty from Pisnik.
Yeah, and the inside-out one-handed backhand counter right down into the dirt at the feet of Andrea Koop. I know that last ball was a great way to seal the deal, but I was more impressed with that initial counter, Dave.
6-6-1.
As was I. So 6 apiece now.
Point.
And one of the heaviest forehands in the game strikes again.
Say
7-6-1.
25-30 tournaments they played together, so there's definitely an open line of communication.
And you don't get extra points if you catch it. He didn't, but he did get caught, and Pisnik has been just wearing guys out with that all week.
8-6-1.
Dave, she's good at that shot.
Yes.
And it's one of my favorite shots too, so I am just loving this.
Second serve.
I think hers might be a little better than mine. I don't know, because she is really fooling some very high-level
8-6-2.
players. Good for her and a great shot. I expect it to continue.
Pat's not sure if he hit an out ball or not. The other thing on Pisnik is she's earning it with her cross-court dinks, not letting Andrea attack.
That's right, yes. But yes, absolutely right, Dave.
6-8-1.
Nice slide there from Andrea.
Yes.
But there is no question that Pisnik is pulling the strings a little bit.
Point.
And controlling what's going on, getting in the patterns that she wants to. And it's just great to see from, someone who hasn't been in the sport too long.
7-8-1.
Yep, and Andrea Koop's like, when in doubt, just absolutely tattoo a two-handed backhand. Ooh, Navratil a bit
Second
late,
serve.
but if I'm Koop, I'm like, okay, my guy can do that, and we need that in our game today.
Yeah, it's nice. She has absolutely thought that, okay, he was there for the
7-8-2.
poach, he pushed it wide, but that's the Zane I know and love. Here we go.
That's all Tina Pisnik right there.
Yeah, great setup. Like I said, she's pulling the string, setting her partner up. And I'm not sure if they've played together, and if they have, it's only been a time or two. But we mentioned Pat, the German. Tina Pisnik tight with the Emriches, who are also German.
Yes.
So these foreigners are all connected down in South Florida playing some ball. So maybe not inside the lines, a lot of experience together, but they are friends and they are very comfortable outside the lines, which always helps during the match.
About it. Yeah, Martin Emmerich and Tammy making a big difference in the sport now as well.
Nine, 7-2.
Big opportunity to get to 10. And off the tape catches Zane Navratil, and I saw Pat take a little something off that, missed a few wilder swings, and he has gotten himself to game point.
10-7-2.
And one of the most honest, best line callers of all there immediately called himself out, and that probably hit a millimeter of his paddle.
Yeah, anytime he made an out call, I just walked back to the line.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. Great sportsman.
Second serve.
There might be a couple other players that I might have given it a longer look.
But
not with Pat.
No,
not with Pat.
Pat, you go back and serve. Like Andrea Koop is firing away from 2 steps behind the kitchen line.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I want to label it a questionable decision, but it works for her more than it should, it seems like.
Just defending, can they get to the kitchen? Oh my, and after all that defense and a crazy spinning dig from Navratil, he went offense and caught the tape.
Yeah, he did. Tough way to end it, but phenomenal point throughout. You know I love the points with everything, Dave. When you can get
10-8-1.
all those varieties of shots into 1 point, that is what we're all here for.
Second chance to close out game 1. And they do it. So Pisnik and Smith carry over the morning quarterfinal win. The other semi again will be played tonight between Irvin and Newman and McGuffin and Catherine Parento. And look at Pat Smith be able to handle that inside out from Koop.
Not a poor shot from Andrea Koop. I liked that attack from her much better than some of the other ones. And like you said, Pat Smith with the thunderous backhand and then the forehand to clean it up.
Side out.
Nice alley there, pulling the paddle back from Zane Navratil. Never even considered hitting that drive from Pisnik.
0-1-1. Second serve.
Man, that looked like trouble off the paddle. Just catches the tape.
Right, and you saw Pat Smith looking for a long time to take that out of the air, and then he kind of bailed. He bails out real hard.
Like, get out. So this is the challenge of being in the stack. So much pressure on the return. Smart finish down the middle from Pat Smith there. So 1 apiece.
Yeah, you don't need to put too much on it when you have arms like that. Just get a paddle on it and they'll have plenty of power. And
plenty of power for Pisnik there. And she drove the third the last time she got it. hit it deep. These two have been getting to the kitchen. That's why they're still playing. So 2-1.
2-1-1. Point.
Pisnik, this is literally the last thing that you pick up as a new pickleball player is calm,
3-1-1.
collected mid-court play, and she already has it, Dave. It's very impressive.
No, that left toe was on. Left toe was on when you hit.
Okay, so Don Stanley even has a graphic on the video board.
It is. I know what it means.
So that is a fault and a little conversation with Pat, and man, that was a big opportunity. That's 4-1, but the toe and the Don Stanley alarm clock goes off here early. Pisnik again winning the cross court with that push dink. Left that last one up just a little bit, but it's kind of baity.
Right, yeah, and Andrea, you know, just trying to get out of the pattern, but the thing is, to go soft behind Pat Smith, he's so good at taking that ball out of the air, you have to be very careful.
Smith got what he wanted. You saw Koop and Navratil switch sides. That was effective for them yesterday, Adam.
Yes, and it's something that they are comfortable doing. So I've seen this from them quite a few times, so I like this. It's not like they're just digging for anything. This is a real strategy for them.
Wow.
Second serve.
Unbelievable windshield wiper save from Pisnik.
Yeah. And I know Koop had what she wanted on that last ball, but these are the little things. The windshield wiper, and then you win the point a couple shots later. Just huge swings in momentum.
Wow. That Smith
4-1-1.
are up in game 2 and already have game 1 in the bag.
Point.
And that ability to take a ball up into her body and go inside out, Adam.
Yeah, good stuff. And when you got a heavy-handed partner, you know, it's a nice combination and nice trust and freedom to do what you need to do.
Could that dig from Zane Navratil be the difference? Because that's 6-1, and he took all the pace.
5-1-2.
Yeah, it was really good stuff with that two-hander right in front of his body to deaden that ball in the kitchen.
And that is a gorgeous inside-out dink from Pat Smith.
And I mean, Zane hasn't even made too many moves, so just to not be doing it too frequently and Pat to pick the perfect time to go behind him, just perfect shot selection from Pat Smith.
Running on all cylinders here. Again, feeding the ball through Andrea to Pat. It's working.
Yeah, right. And probably one of the, I would say, more questionable attacks these last couple minutes. And her partner's just digging them out and putting them right back to Koop quickly.
7-1. Koop on the left. 8-1 as Pat Smith reaches in, and this is impressive.
Just, yeah, we said it for the past couple minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's just on-point play, soft, aggressive, all of it on fire.
Another clean winner for Pat Smith. They are 2 away from playing tomorrow in the final.
Down 1-2.
And that is wide, and we are at match point out of nowhere.
Ten 1-2.